Time for the 49ers Rush Podcast.
The 49ers defense has been the common staple throughout the Shanahan experience on, where they dominate, whether they invest all their first round capital there, the amount of people that they continue to bring in at this D-line position. But I think there's been one thing that they've been missing. You can go back to 2019, a speed edge rusher. Yeah, the D Ford saga, man, it was a roller coaster, and it sucks the way that it played out, but you saw this little glimpse of greatness when you had that opposite of Nick Bosa. The 49ers went out and got not one, but two speed pure edge rushers this year, and we're going to focus today. Number 73 on our roster countdown, defensive end, Austin Bryant. Defensive edge only, 6'5", 250. And shout out to the man, Josh, the 49ers guru, for being the executive producer of today's show and background and research. Man, he's crushed it. Austin Bryant's interesting because he played with one of the most talented defensive lines in college football history at Clemson. I mean, unreal how many of those players went on and had a lot of success at the NFL level. Now he's back with one of his teammates, Cleveland Farrell. But Austin Bryant is just a pure speed guy. Not a complete defensive end, and that's not a knock. It's just what he is. He's a speed guy. Has not panned out at the NFL level. He's wearing jersey number 56 for the 49ers currently. And again, 6'5", 250, 34-inch arms. He's got some long arms, man. He's 26 years old, though. It's not like he's been in the league for a minute, but hasn't had success. He's still got time. Now, he hurt his pec during his combine, so he never got like all the official 40s, 10 yards, 3 cones, verts, all that stuff. You basically got height, weight, arm length. That's it. Now, it's a very small sample size to judge comparisons, but why not? Let's do it anyway. Went to mock draftable, entered in his height, weight, arm length, age, all that kind of stuff. Listen to this. 99% match just on those small things. It's small field. Frank Alexander, 99% match with Duke Ejiofor, who had a brief stint with the 49ers on their practice squad. But probably the most fascinating thing I found on there, an 88.7% match with none other than Aldon Smith. Does he play like Aldon Smith? No. But the arm length, the height, the weight, very, very similar. Now, he came out of South Georgia, Thomas County Central High School in Thomasville, Georgia. It's like right above the Florida Panhandle state line. So it's basically Florida, but super southern Georgia. The Bulldogs down there. Was a 3-star recruit. And, he played high school basketball. He's athletic. He's tall. He's got long arms. It makes a lot of sense. He was a 3-star recruit. I think he was the 20th player in Georgia on their rankings coming out in high school. Chose to go to Clemson. And part of one of the all-time recruit classes, NFL, 2-time college football national champion in 2016 and 2018. He graduated with a degree in management. And he's interesting because, again, he performed better at Clemson. He was part of their 2-deep rotation his freshman year. So he showed up at Clemson and was already getting snaps early. Probably his best performance was in the Cotton Bowl, Clemson versus Notre Dame in 2018. He was outstanding defensive player of the game. He had 6 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, just went off the charts good. Third team All-ACC in 2018, second team All-ACC in 2017, first team All-American 2017. He's got the skins on the wall at the college level, but he was always playing second fiddle to guys like Cleveland Farrell. He went top 4, Christian Wilkins, a lot of guys that he came through there. I could keep going. He was never, the spotlight was never on him. He gets drafted in the 4th round. Pick 15 in the 4th round by the Detroit Lions in 2019. Got injured his first year, and it was bad. He's played in 10 games his first 2 seasons. Not good. His NFL career, bad. 65 tackles, 4.5 sacks, 1 pass breakup. If you look at just his transactions, it was just on and off the IR with Detroit to eventually they put him on the PUP list, and then they were finally like, we're done. So on March 14th, 2023, He finally was able to become, a free agent, and the Niners picked him up very, very soon. Now, they signed him for a 1-year, $1.1 million deal. That's what the Niners paid him. $550,000 of that is guaranteed. Now, if I was to say like just a $1.1 million deal, yeah, that's nothing. The guarantee is kind of a big deal. You look at guys like Kerry Hyder that they brought back, all those things, like they got zero guaranteed money. So this was a prized kind of pick. Like they paid guaranteed. It's low budget, but still, he's played in 33 games. He's only got 6 starts. It just hasn't worked out. But he's got the bend. He's got the burst. That's what he brings. Length and burst off the edge. The Niners haven't had that. Now, I was really excited about this signing. And you're saying, well, John, you seem excited, but he's number 73 on the roster. Well, whenever they drafted Robert Bill Jr., edge out of Georgia, that's when it was just like, ooh, ouch. Because he's Austin Bryant, but younger, with more upside and faster. So it's interesting. I'm not quite sure the 49ers would keep 2 pure speed edge rushers in Austin Bryant and Robert Bill Jr. It's possible because the edge position, by far, you got Nick Bosa there, right? So you got the defensive player of the year there. But the edge position just by itself, if you look at it collectively, not a lot of depth. I think there's only 3 locks. You got Nick Bosa, Drake Jackson, and Cleveland Farrell, his college teammate at Clemson. They paid $2.5 million for. So I think those 3 are locks. After that, Kerry Hyder, no guaranteed money, but he's got the history. Robert Bill Jr., he's the draft pick, the biggest hit to Austin Bryant's status. Darrell Johnson Jr., they just picked up. And then Alex Barrett, career kind of practice squad, special teamer, versatility guy. Not a lot of guys there at the edge position. And I still think by far one of the most shallow positions, if not the shallowest, on the 49ers roster. It's very top-heavy. So there's spot for Austin Bryant to make this 53. There is. But, man, I just think with the pick of Robert Bill Jr., it makes this a little bit more of an expendable pick. And the sad thing is this. If Austin Bryant doesn't catch on here and kind of be the next in the Chris Kusarek line of, reviving careers, it could be his last stop in the NFL, which I don't want that to be. He's only 26. So I'm hoping he gets some snaps in game time. Do I think that he'll make the 53? Ooh, it's a coin flip. But even if he does, the rookie, Robert Bill Jr., can take a lot of his snaps. So we'll just have to see what this is going to be. But the thing that I started this show with, and I want to end on, if Austin Bryant or Robert Bill Jr. can fulfill that speed edge rush role opposite of Bosa, this defense could return, I don't want to say return to greatness. They were first in points scored, first in yards allowed last year, which is great. But, man, it's weird to say they had the best defense by a wide margin in 2022, but they were still missing something. Could this be that little bitty extra spice that unlocks greatness with this defensive line and defense as a whole? I hope so. I hope Austin Bryant can show what his talent is worth. The injuries have stopped him, but, man, I want to see him. Number 73 on our roster countdown, Austin Bryant. And for us, we're just going to keep counting him down.